Who told you you need to eat? That's the question. What I learned from fasting is that we really don't need to eat. You can go days and weeks without eating. Maybe even once a week, you know. But what are you eating for? If you do eat, what you eating for? Do anybody know that? You know what I mean? And then why you eating the foods that you do eat? One thing I learned about not eating is that you tap into a whole nother frequency. Eating is overrated, for real. Once you get into fasting and you do start eating again, you for real feel disgusted. Your stomach, you know what I mean? It don't like all that shit in it once you start fasting. You literally start feeling like you're full of shit. I came across fasting later on in my studies. It was years down the road. I was studying, you know, I think I was in the Bible back then, and I'm reading it, and I'm perceiving it a certain type of way. And I was wondering, you know, how all these things was possible that they was doing in the Bible. So it led me to higher knowledge, you know, as far as the quantum physics, you know, and metaphysics, occult science, Gnostics, and things like that, you know. And what I was learning was that I had to decalcify my pineal gland. The pineal gland is what they call the seat of the God, is where the God sits. They also call it a third eye. So I was like, okay, it's time to, you know, decalcify. So I'm watching, you know, a lot of YouTube. I'm learning about the pineal gland. I'm reading about it, you know. And one of the things that they were saying that will calcify the pineal gland was the fluoride. So I stopped the fluoride. I switched over to a non-fluoride toothpaste. And then you had people out there that were selling products that would help decalcify, but I wasn't the type to want to, I guess, cheat or, you know, try to find a quick fix. I wanted a permanent fix. So that's when I came across information about, you know, the pineal gland being calcified by certain things. Meat products, dairies, fluoride, things that calcify the body. And I went from there, and I tried to find my own recipe, ingredients, you know, to decalcify. So I came across an OG named Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi was talking about, you know, fasting and, you know, alkaline foods and things like this, that and a lot of things that would get rid of the mucus in the body. I didn't pay no attention, so, you know, I went on with my studies. Well, anyways, it came to pass that, you know, he had transitioned. So I was like, oh shit, I better get up on this information before they start to wipe the shit clean and, you know, gentrify it. So I got up on the information, woke up one morning, and I said, I'm not eating meat no more. Before I did that, I wasn't eating pork. We already know everybody stopped eating pork a long time ago. I was slowing down on the red meat because of the elders were saying that the doctors was telling them that red meat was bad and all this other shit. So I wasn't doing too much anyway. So I just woke up one day, said I'm not eating no more meat, cleaned out my kitchen of all the mucus causing products and filled it up with all alkaline foods. And that's all I ate. For about 2 years, I ate nothing but alkaline food. If it wasn't alkaline, I didn't eat it. I didn't put it in my body. I said about, I want to say 6 months in, I felt this natural high. I'm standing in the kitchen, and I'm like, damn, I'm high as hell. So I knew everything was working. Plus, usually I get like sick like once a year, real bad. I don't get sick at all. No headaches, no nothing. Never had a broken bone, stitches, nothing. Well, when I got on this diet, I noticed that I didn't get sick no more once a year. So I knew it was real. I felt better. I was moving better. I looked better. So I continued it. I did that for a while, like I said. And then I came across fasting. And when I came across fasting, I think well, Dr. Sebi came through, and then there was another guy from Ohio. He's a breatharian. Man, I can't even remember his name. I'm gonna have to come back and bring that back. Maybe put it in the comments. But he's a breatharian. He said he don't eat or drink any fluids, and he been doing this for about 20 years. So I'm like, yo, like, I gotta get up on that game. So I'm fasting. Well, I did the alkaline, then I started fasting. The alkaline put me up on a whole nother frequency. Then I started fasting. I did my 4-day. I did a 4-day. I did a 6. I did an 8. I probably did a couple 6s and 8s too. And like I said, my longest was a 16. And things was happening when I was fasting, and it kept me interested. So it was like I had to dig deeper in the science of all of this. So, like I said, the information was coming in. I was feeling different about everything. Like when I walk into the grocery store, I noticed there wasn't no food in there, especially when I was doing the alkaline diet. Wasn't no food. I'm talking about it was very, very little food in there. All the rest of that shit in the grocery store, them big grocery stores, all junk. If you go over there by the vegetables, you might find a few alkaline items. You know what I mean? Spinach, cucumber, what else? Squash, zucchini. You know, that type of foods. And then they had the fruit too. You know, mangoes. You know, etc. So it was like walking there, noticed there wasn't no food in there. Right. Also, I noticed that I slept a little lighter, energized. My dreams was different. You know, when I was younger, of course, I've always had like vivid dreams, which they call like astral traveling, you know, and things like that. Once you get into that science, you'll hear that. But, you know, then I came online to a different frequency the longer I went into the fast. I'm talking about controlling tornadoes or creating tornadoes. Psychic abilities turned up, the downloads coming in nice and clear. I'm right on point, like damn near telling the future, you know. Wow, I mean, I was just tapping in. So it was almost as if that the same rituals that they would do and, you know, I guess collect